Hello, children. Good morning to all. Today we are going to start a new poem, the Ball poem. This poet of the poem is John Berryman. He is an American poet and a scholar. He was born in Oakland, in United States of America, in 1914, and I think the date was 25th October. He was also awarded Pulitzer Prize for Poetry in 1969 and he died in 1972. So it is all about the poet. Now, what is the theme, the central idea of the poem? The Ball poem is a simple story of a young boy losing his ball. The boy is severely upset, or you can say wrapped by severe sadness or a great sadness on his loss. This poem is actually a symbolic poem. It is not only conveying us the story of a boy who has lost his ball, but actually it is like you can say it is a symbolic poem of poet's childhood. The poet thinks and thinks he is not able to move on with the changes when he step into his adulthood from his childhood. He is severely attached or stagnant at one place where he is continuously thinking about his childhood. Now, the actually the gist, or you can say the essence of the poem is we should cherish every moment in our life is very short. The poet realizes that, but feels it quite difficult to deal with the situation. And here the poet conveys the message that we should move on. There is no use in wasting the time over the things which are gone or which are in the past. This is the actually theme, or the you can say the central idea of the poem. Now let's start a poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? Here the poet is John Berryman is trying to tell us how is the boy feeling, or how is that boy who has lost his ball? What is he to do? What will he do now on the loss of his ball? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in water. The poet says that he has seen the ball going, bouncing in the street, bouncing down the street, and then finally the ball landed in the water, or ball lands in the water. Now it is no more with the boy, it has gone into the water body. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. The poet says that he doesn't want to console the boy by using these words that there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. An ultimate great sadness has wrapped around the boy, is surrounded the boy. He stands rigid, trembling, staring down. The boy is standing on the harbor, looking into the water body. He is standing there, rigid, stiff, not even moving, trembling. His legs are shaking and staring down. He is continuously looking or staring or gazing at the water body where his ball had gone. All his young days into the harbor where his ball went. He is now, the poet has switched over to his young days. He is thinking of his young days, uh, remembering his all his childhood memories. He is standing on the harbor and looking into the water body and realizing all his, or thinking about his past at present, all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. He is looking or staring at the same place continuously where his ball has gone. He is standing at that place and thinking of his memories or his childhood days, you can say. I would not intrude on. The poet says that he would not intervene, or he will not disturb the boy by saying a dime another ball is worthless. The he can purchase by what he doesn't want to tell the boy. He doesn't want to tell the boy that he will the ball which he has lost is not that costly. Its cost is nothing. A dime, another ball is worthless. A dime, the cost of the ball is very low, single dime. But he can purchase another ball, but he doesn't want to console the boy or doesn't want to intervene into the thoughts of the boys. He doesn't want to console the boys by using these words. Now he senses first responsibility. Now the boy has realized his first responsibility towards this world. In a world of possession where people will take balls, balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. See what is the message is being given there here in these lines. In a world of possession, this world is a world of possession where everyone is running after the materialistic things, where everyone wants to own the things, people, where the people are trying to take your things, they want to make your thing as their own thing. So the poet is telling the boy, in this world of possession, people will take balls. Will take ball means the people will take the things which are owned by you. Balls will be lost. It's not necessarily all the time that your desires are fulfilled. The balls will be lost, little boy. And no one buys a ball back, but no one goes and fights with the people to get the things back. It means money is external, money is materialistic thing. We should move on. We should not keep on lingering with on the loss of such materialistic things. This is the essence of the poem. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. The boy is continuously learning. Their hopelessness can be seen. Desperate eyes means the hopelessness can be seen in his eyes, but he is still learning. The epistemology of laws, how to stand up. Understanding the nature of laws. Epistemology means the nature of laws. He is now realizing or understanding the nature of laws, how to stand up, how to cope up with the laws, knowing what every man must one day know. What he is learning, what everyone will understand one day. Knowing what every man must know one day. He is also learning what everyone else will learn one day. And most know many days how to stand up. And gradually light returns to the street. A whistle blows, the ball is out of sight. He will gradually learn how to move on in his life. Here the poet is trying to convey that one should not linger on or clinging on to the things which are gone in our life. We should try to move on, or we should try to move with the flow of the life. Okay, whatever the life brings to us or gives us, we should accept as open heartedly. Okay, so this is the gist or the main idea, which is this is a symbolic way of expressing the, like, to understand how one should move on the loss of a dearest thing. And gradually light returns, and slowly the light, again there is a light in the street. Light in the street means that slowly the boy has coming out of that you can say that sad feeling. He has now understood how to come out of that the cloudy sad feelings which are hovering over him. He now understood how to cope up with the life. A whistle blows, the ball is out of sight. Now he listens or hears a whistle blowing, and the ball is gone now, out of sight, it's gone. Soon part of me will explore the deep and dark floor of harbor. The poet says that soon he is also going to learn what is the boy going to learn. The boy is going to learn how to cope up in the life, and He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. There is a hopelessness in his eyes, and one day he will also learn to survive or how to, like, to bear the panges of loss of his dearest thing, or you can say his childhood. The epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up, and one day all will learn like others also learn. This poet or the poet or this boy will also learn how to bear the loss of things or your dear ones in your life, how to cope up or how to move on with the life, or how to move on with the flow of life. This is the poem, children. I hope it is clear. Thank you.